Last but not least, the Lasell track team, featuring 2 leaders and 2 record holders. Welcome back to another edition of Laserland Sports Network. I am joined by senior Max Corson on the Lasell track and field team. How you doing, Max?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Max. So it's been a heck of a career for you.
Definitely.
What's the first thing that you would like to reflect on when I tell you Max Corson, Lasell track athlete? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I think it doesn't even come down to statistics, times, marks. I think it's just my impact on the team as a leader. I like to hope I left a good mark on this team, not just statistically, but also like impact going forward, growth, community, team bonding. There's a lot of things I really hope my name stays with in my years gone.
Now, talk about some of those accolades. I know it's not what makes you you, but what are some that you are most proud of?
I'd say probably reflecting on my 4 years here, definitely our 4x1 record, not because just getting a record on its own. It was the 3 other guys I did it with. It was an awesome moment that I'll cherish forever, and I wish I could relive the joy in the moment of having that and just all hugging once we all finished. So definitely something I'll hold with me forever.
Who are some of the guys that you feel like you've rubbed off on the most during your time?
Ooh, because he's smiling over there, I have to say Darius Vincent. I've definitely got to know him a lot more this year, and we've become really good friends. He's always someone I can rely on. I mean, I could talk about everyone on this team. I mean, we're truly a great family. Everyone looks after each other, and I think if I just started naming off people, I'd leave out someone that has been really impactful to me.
Now, it hasn't always been smooth sailing for you as a leader. Talk about some of the conflict, ups and downs that you endured.
Definitely. So last year, I was made a captain in the fall, and as time went on, I played out my role as captain, kind of unaware of everything going on around me, kind of just oblivious. Was very stubborn, was new to it, didn't really know how to use my power in the right way, and I actually had the privilege of being a captain taken away with me in the spring, and having that taken away all of a sudden, it was a great learning experience, how to get over it, how I wanted to build back as a person, and just how I wanted to carry myself. But honestly, it was one of the greatest things that's happened to me in my track career. I think it helped with maturity, just an understanding that life isn't fair sometimes, and you got to find ways to work around it. And I'm blessed to have my captain spot back, and so far the feedback has been good, so I think I've grown, and I think it works out for everyone.
So about 5 weeks until graduation. What is something you hope to take away in that last 5 weeks? It can be related to track. It can be related just to Lasell.
Yeah.
What do you hope to get out of these last few weeks?
Just enjoy it, man. I mean, I think I'm in a spot where I'm probably not going to be competing after. It'll just be more of like a pastime hobby. So, I mean, really just make sure I leave everything out there. I want to have no regrets when those 5 weeks are over.
Is there anything you hope to do after Lasell? What does the world hold for Max Corson?
I don't know yet. I don't know what the world holds for Max Corson yet. We'll have to see.
Well, I think that just in terms of your future and what you decide to do, the lessons I'm sure you'll agree, the lessons that you are taking away from track will hold true in the future. You know, and maybe coaching. You thought about coaching?
Yeah, no, I mean it's always in the place. Mm-hmm. I still have a love for the sport. It's just whether my body can hold up for it.
Yeah, well, you've seen first and foremost the pressure that coaches have, and some of the what's the word? I guess controversy that can happen.
It happens. It's life. Yeah.
Yeah, especially on the. I mean, do you want to talk about on the track team?
Yeah. So I mean, this year we had a complete new head coach switch. Our former coach is now at Regis. Going into the year, we expected him to be our coach. Everything lined up. We were going to the season very smoothly. Everything was put together, and then I believe it was a day or two before cross country had even started that he made the announcement that he was stepping away and moving to a different school, a rival school. You know, that doesn't always sit well, but we understood his situation. It was right for his life, but it kind of just put us in a spot where, oh, fuck, we're behind and the season's about to start. So it put a lot of pressure on the coaches to step up in the moment and take on roles that they weren't expecting themselves, which can be hard, especially when our new head coach now had only been on the team for, I'd say, a few months fully. So he really just had to grab the reins and run with it. I know he had to rely on us a lot as upperclassmen to help assist the way, but I think it's definitely starting to file out well.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that story,
Definitely.
and I think the grit of this team has shown because of that situation.
Yeah.
Would you say the emotions ran high for the team?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they're still there. I think people have found peace in the situation, but I don't think people will forget about it.
Awesome. Well, I don't think people will forget about you, Max,
Thank you,
for
Elliot.
at least a good amount of time until your records are broken.
Yeah. That'll probably happen soon.
Well, this has been another episode of Laserland Sports Network, an exclusive with Max Corson. I am Elliot Pototsky, and we will see you next time. Welcome back to another episode of Laserland Sports Network. I am with Junior Darius Vincent. How you doing, Darius?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We just got to do an interview with one of your best buds, Max Corson.
Yeah, great guy.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Great guy. So, when it's all said and done, and you're sitting in this chair metaphorically in a year,
Mhm.
and what do you want your story to be? What should people remember Darius Vincent for?
Honestly, I think I just want to be remembered for like being a guy that people can rely on, being like a person of the community, being someone that being a person that people in the community can kind of just look to for whatever situation is going on, and someone that's been strong enough to handle everything that he's been through thus far.
While you are involved on the track team, you're also involved in a lot of other stuff on campus. Would you like
That's
to speak on some of the other clubs that you're involved in? Because you're not just Darius, the track
Sheesh.
athlete.
I mean, yeah, like I'm involved with the Black Student Association. I'm the president currently right now. I'm involved in athletic DI committee as a vice president, among few other things that I do here on campus. But those are the main two.
What have those experiences taught you, maybe about yourself and just about community in general?
I think it's a hard journey, honestly. I think I've been taught how to kind of like be a leader, and what it means to be a leader to different people in the community. Whether I'm talking to my president with the athletic DI committee and Sydney Katz, whether I'm talking with my vice president Helen Dorma for BSA, whether I'm trying to get a group to collaborate with on maybe a party or maybe like a community event, like different things kind of dictate what type of leader that I need to be or what type of person I need to be in the moment. So I kind of like I've been able to adapt to my situations as they come along.
Do you see the need for a leader next season on the track team?
I do, but I think that everyone on this team has a leadership role, whether they think it or not. Everyone can be a leader, and down to the first year students coming in, down to the first year students that we have now, they can be leaders, and they're leaders in their own way. Whether they're the fastest on the team, whether they're the slowest, everyone leads in their own way. So I think that while we do need like set leaders as captains and different things like that set in place, I think we have leaders across the board that will make an impact at all times.
It was not an easy start to the season.
Nope.
Coach Ben leaving, as Max said in the last interview as well. What was the reaction from you? And what was the story between you and Coach Bello?
It's interesting you asked that. Well, for me finding out that Ben was leaving, I know he told us over a Zoom call, and then the day before cross country started, I was in the office with him and Evan and one of the other coaches, Phil, I believe, who's also at Regis right now. And he told us, hey guys, like I can't announce where I'm going. And then he was sending out an email, and right before he sent the email, he said, oh yeah, I'm going to Regis. So I know me and Evan sprinted upstairs to go to talk to Max and Jordan and whoever else was there. And we were like, he's going to Regis, he's going to Regis. Like we were kind of freaking out in the moment. And then we kind of came down to a point where I was like, it is what it is. Like he has to make the best decision for himself, and that's just final. And then as for my relationship with Ben, it was shaky to begin with, honestly. But looking at it right now, or looking at it like from beginning to end, or not end, but how it's going right now, honestly, Ben has been a great person in my life, definitely a driving factor, especially last season when I was tested the most with him being a coach, me being a young leader on the team, or even just like a freshman, sophomore on the team. It was hard. It was hard to kind of adjust to like his coaching style coming from like where I came from in Boston, that coaching style that I had. But I can honestly say that Ben has been a pretty beneficial person with my like track career at Lasell.
Yeah, And aside from your track career, your involvement here on campus and just all the lessons that you've taken away, what would you say moving forward? What's like the one lesson you want to be a driving force as you head towards graduation in a year from now?